Welcome to my home. In today's episode, I'm going to be sharing with you what are some of my home favorites, but this time around, I'm going to be sharing with you what are my sentimental favorites. So this is like the sentimental edition, basically. So you want to know what these favorites are, these favorites that have a deep and important meaning for me? Well, follow me, come on in. So the first stop here is in my living room, and we have my awards. First of all, it's the silver play button for YouTube. So after we surpass 100,000 subscribers on AlexandraTV, and now I'm very much looking forward to get into the next level, which would be the gold play button. Hopefully we can get there soon in one of the three channels, in English, French, or Spanish. And then here actually we have the notable award. This is the most motivating life coach in Canada award that I got. I believe it was 2017. I was 27 at the time. There were hundreds of coaches in Canada that I was going up against, and I was very proud to get this award from Notable Awards. Now let's move on also to here, staying in the living room. And here we have this picture that was taken in Las Vegas after we went to Le Cirque du Soleil there with a few of my colleagues and friends in the French online marketing industry. Now, the reason why this is a favorite for me, it's because I was 26 in this picture. We were only two women in this trip, two women that had won the trip basically, because we participated in the launch of one of my colleagues' programs online, and we made in 1 week, in 2 weeks, $1.8 million. And we were the only two women with me and my friend Anneli Tourneau. It was a launch from Martin Latulippe, and basically the top 7 were going, the top, it was called the Lucky 7. We were going to Vegas on an all-paid trip. And yeah, and it was a blast. It was just such a good time. And this is a picture that Martin sent by mail, that he signed saying mille fois gratitude, that he was very grateful for everything that we did for that launch. So that's another good memory. So next in my sentimental favorite things is the box. Now you have to let me know in the comment section if you too have the box in your home. Now this is very funny because before doing this video, I just thought about what were my sentimental favorites, and I didn't think of going through the box before filming this episode. So right now, as we're going through the box, it's very funny. It's kind of weird, right? I'm sure you all, don't judge. You also have probably weird things in the box. So the box, basically what it consists of, if you are not familiar with that, it's just a box of souvenirs, of things, of little objects that mark certain moments in your life, or certain experiences in your life, certain times in your life. And I've had the box for a very long time. So I'm gonna show you a few things, and we're gonna laugh together here because I've been laughing here looking at this box. Let's say this is very cute. This is a little lobster thing, to eat lobster, that I took and brought home from going to Maine. When I was in my 20s, I was in a relationship with a wonderful man, and we went to Maine to spend some time together, and I just brought this as a little souvenir, and I still have it here, which is very funny. It's so funny. I have so many things like that, especially when it comes to love. I'm very cheesy like that. And again, I blame this on my ascendant sign, which is Cancer. So I'm a Cancer, I'm a Sagittarius, but I'm a Cancer ascendant sign. Cancer is all about memories, is all about keeping old things. That's why I love antiques, I really believe that that's why. This is so cute. It was from my first boyfriend that I had. I was 16, he was 20 years old, and he gave me a gift. It was jewelry, I remember, but he had a little card in here. The card is no longer there. I don't know where I put it, but to my sweet honey love, Joyeux Noël. That's so cheesy. He was 20, okay? So that's kind of weird. He would say that. This is from another also love that I had. This was his night thing. I have a lot of things when it comes to love. I kept a lot of different things. So we're gonna move on to something, to other things here. Let's say this was the first media pass I ever had. It was back in 2011. It was for a fashion show. And I just remember keeping it because I was like, this is the first media pass I ever have. I have a lot of my agendas from when I was in school, my planners. Instead of writing what homeworks I had to do, this is what my agendas would look like. So instead of writing what classes I had to go to, this is why I would always skip class and never go, because I would always talking about skipping class. This is the little paper that says that I had to go to retenue, how was it called? Let me know in the comments if you know what I mean. But anyways, this was basically what my agendas look like at the time. This is more papers of me going to detention. This is actually the lease that I signed in 2018 when I moved for the first time out of my mom's house. So this was the lease that we signed, and yeah, and it was, we signed it, what day did we sign it on? Let's see. It was, well, to move in, it was August 1st, 2008. It doesn't give me a date of when it was signed, but I know it was around the month of May or something like that of 2008. But yeah, so that's the lease. So again, you know, a lot of people throw out these things, but I like to keep them. I think they're meaningful. This is actually a lot more, it's meaningful, but it's not that great. As many of you know, my story in 2018, I was arrested and charged for possession of counterfeit money when it wasn't something that I did, and I had to go to court. I had to get a criminal lawyer. I almost went to prison. It's not like a joke. And this is the papers of the seizure when they seized the money. This was my lawyer's card. And yeah, so that's other things that are not, you know, that good memories, but it's actually one of the best things that ever happened to me, to be honest with you. And anyways, this is, oh, this is the paper where I write all of the things that I will accomplish in my 20s. 20 years old. At 20 years old, I had to have my very first book of Beyond Beauty. At 21, seminars and workshops. At 23, column in a journal, in a newspaper, and I had that anyways. I wrote all the things that I wanted to accomplish. I had so many little papers like this that I would keep here. This, I remember actually writing it right after I did my certification. It said, I will do things that others want, to have things that others don't, to have things that others want. And anyways, all kinds of like little motivational quotes here. And yeah, but there's a lot. We could go on and on. Let me know if you want a whole video about the box. But there's a lot of embarrassing things around here. Like, I don't know, there's a lot of, where was it? This little paper that I had. There was the first time I went to the movies with a man that, again, we were in a relationship in my 20s, and we had a great, beautiful relationship. And this was the first time I went to the movies. I kept this package of the Maltesers that I ordered. Don't make fun of me. I'm sure you also have a box, okay? And if you don't, you should start your box. So anyways, that's definitely a sentimental favorite of mine. Let me show you the next sentimental favorite of mine that is actually here in my bedroom. And it's this luggage. It's kind of dirty. And this belonged to my grandfather. And what is fun about this is that I don't know the code. I was able to figure out the code of this one, but not this. So up to this day, after 10 years that he's passed away, I cannot see what is inside. And a lot of people say, well, you should just break it and whatever. But I'm like, no, I can't break it. I can break my grandpa's luggage. So from time to time, I try to, you know, play around, see, and hopefully one day I'll be able to open it. And he was like me. His astrological sign was Cancer, and he used to always go to like garage sales and everything and bring all kinds of things home. He loved the whole sentimental side. Now let's move on actually to the meditation room for more of my favorites. So here we are in the meditation room, and now I'm going to show you my last favorite for the day, but of course I have a lot more favorites at home. So if you want me to make another sentimental edition of my favorites, let me know in the comment section. Now, I just mentioned in my last favorite my grandfather, and this is also for him. You know, it was his, actually. It was his guitar that he used to love to play all the time. And I always say, you know, I feel like I lived my life fully up to now. I have no regrets, but I do have one. The only little regret that I have is that I would always say, you know, growing up, I wanted to one day learn how to play guitar, and I'm gonna, you know, ask my grandfather, who was very good, and I never got to it. You know, I was a teenager, then I moved out. You know, I was always too busy, and then when it was too late, well, it was too late, you know. But one day I want to learn how to play guitar for him and his memory. So this is definitely a very important favorite of mine because it belonged to him. There's one little cable missing. It's kind of accumulating dust because I don't know how to play guitar. But yeah, this is a very important favorite for me. In the comment section, let me know what are your favorites, you know, your sentimental favorites that perhaps you have at home. I would love to read from you. Also, if you like this video, don't forget to like it, to subscribe for new episodes almost every day here on Alexandra TV. And you can also visit my website, AlexandraVillarroel.com, to learn more about what I do, who I am, and if you know, you're curious. So that is it for today, and I will see you very soon.